All right, guys. As you know, in our training and our mentorship and coaching program, my number one goal was to bring you into this fascinating world of DeFi and being able to set up your own DeFi businesses that produce income streams for you and produce income for you on a daily basis. Okay. But my number one goal, bringing you into this world, was also to allow you to do it safely. Because when I first started, I was so enamored and I was doing all types of different things to try and experience this world. And unfortunately, I made some risky plays and risky bets here and there and lost a lot of money because I didn't really quite understand what I was doing at first, which is why I started the coaching and mentorship program so I can bring you guys into this world safely. Now, as part of that, one of the ways that I kind of introduce you to this fascinating world is by teaching you how to set up your pairs with one crypto asset coupled with a stable coin. By doing that, you are basically mitigating your risk and you're getting involved in this world, still creating amazing returns, 60, 70, 80, 100% plus easily if you kind of are a little bit active, but you're doing it in a safer way. However, as you get into this world, you are going to start seeing all types of different opportunities where instead of pairing, let's say Solana with USDC or Bitcoin with USDC to create a pair there, you might see pairs like Bitcoin and Ethereum, and or you might see Solana and Ethereum, and that's great. But here's what happens. By providing liquidity for two different cryptos that both have the ability to go up and down, you're increasing your risk. However, there is a way to mitigate that as well. And here's how you do it. Ideally, in a perfect world, for example, if you were to provide liquidity for Bitcoin and Ethereum, you'd be pretty safe because Bitcoin and Ethereum kind of move together. So when Bitcoin goes up, Ethereum goes up as well. Okay, so what that means is they are correlated assets. They're pretty closely correlated. So if the time comes and you want to experiment and you want to, you know, um, go and provide liquidity for some exotic pairs, here's one way you can do this to keep yourself safe. And I think you are really, really going to enjoy this training because as you get into this world, you are going to want to experiment and you're going to want to kind of, do a little bit of high risk, high reward plays. And here's how you can do it safely. Okay. So first things first, let me take you to this DeFi Llama site. So I've brought you into just the DEXs. And here's what I did. I'm in the yields, category. And I clicked on APY to basically sort it from the highest yields possible. So here's the deal. Well, here's one asset that's working really well right now, Jupiter and USDC, and it's got like a crazy interest rate, okay, really high. And then there's some other options here, just some really high options. But I want to kind of just show you I want to show you this one thing here. Let's just do this. Let's plug in ETH. So let's imagine you're looking to create some yield. Oh, not ETHX. What the heck is ETHX? Sorry, Ethereum. Okay. So in our training, I would basically, advise you to do it with USDC. Um, just because that's safer and you'll still make some great money. But how about this? How about this one right here? This is wrapped ETH and CAD. Now, I don't really even know what CAD stands for right now, but this is currently producing 2,846% annual return. However, here's the risk. You are providing liquidity for ETH as well as CAD. Now, the risk is, what if ETH goes up in price and CAD is coming down at the same time? Okay, that would be terrible. Meaning, what would happen at that point in time is we would lose a lot of money based on impermanent loss and divergence loss. So just because you're making 2,800, it might not really be that good of a deal if these two assets don't move in step with each other. Okay? So here is one tool that we can use. We can use like a correlation tool. And I've used this tool before in other software, but DeFi Llama even has this now. And if you come here if you go into DeFi Llama, so let me just show it to you. DeFiLlama.com. So you come in here, this is the main site. Come over here and scroll to the left, and you want to come down to tools, okay? And what we're looking for is correlation. Here we go, correlation. So let me tell you what this is showing you, and this is such a powerful skill, I promise you. Liquidity farming itself is just so powerful and what you're learning, okay? But if you go one step further and learn how to mitigate risk even further, yet at the same time maximize returns, listen guys, you are learning something that very, very few people in this world know. And the crypto bull market is just starting. I promise you, you are setting yourself up for some good success if you really take to heart what you are learning. Now, here is the correlation matrix, okay? And let me just make my screen a little bit bigger here. And let me show you what we are seeing here. Here's what they've done. They are basically giving you a correlation of Bitcoin to Bitcoin, which obviously is Bitcoin to Bitcoin, but Bitcoin to Ethereum. And the correlation between Bitcoin and Ethereum is 0.92. So the closer it gets to 1, the better. That means these two assets actually move in step with each other. They're highly correlated. Okay? So, an example of one of the things that I'm planning on getting into is Ethereum and ARB. So Arbitrum is basically what's called a layer 2 blockchain on top of Ethereum. And there's a lot of trading going on between Ethereum and ARB. So as Ethereum goes, like I kind of know this already because ARB is already so closely related to Ethereum, but I wanted to look at it on the correlation chart so you can see it. So let me kind of do this. Let's get out of this. Let's do ARB. Arbitrum, and include Arbitrum here. And then let me see. Okay, well, here's another example. Sol and ARB right now has the ability to pay you 232% on Orca. And Orca is a great exchange. As you guys know, I've probably already talked to you about it. But let's just see for shits and giggles what kind of correlation Sol and ARB have to each other. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. You come in here, you add one more token. So add ARB, and then boom, ARB has popped up. And then let me just do another one. Let me do Sol, Solana. Okay, so first thing first, check this out. So Ethereum and ARB have about a 66% correlation. Okay, anything above 50 is pretty good, but the closer it gets to 1, the better. Ooh, look at this. Ethereum and Sol, over the last 1 year, look at this, over the last 1 year, basically they're correlated pretty damn close to each other. When ETH does well, Solana does well, okay? 88% correlation. Look at this, Bitcoin and Solana, 94% correlation, okay? ETH and ARB, 66% correlation. Hold on here. I'm not sure what the heck's going on there. So that's a pretty good correlation. So you can use this correlation matrix to see how things are correlated with each other. And what was the one we want to do? Sol and ARB. So Solana and ARB, ooh, hey, okay. That's a 74% correlation. That's pretty damn good. So this could be like a nice play, okay, to get into. And here's the ARB and wrapped ETH. And this is 216%. Now, and this is 1.71 million in TVL, so we know this is a nice stable pool right here. Whereas this Sol and ARB is only 16,000 TVL. You might want to stay away from that one. You know, as you guys know, I talk about this in the training and the reasons why. But 1.71 million ARB and wrapped ETH. So ARB and ETH, 66% correlation. Not bad. Okay? And this is how you can use the correlation matrix to kind of check into the pairs before you really get involved. Let's just see if there's any other. The number now, you know, we're down to 24%, so I'm not really interested in that. So let's do Solana. As you guys know, I talk about Sol a lot. So let me see some high pairs on Solana. Ooh, I don't know what this unknown thing is. This is crazy. And then let's do a TVL. Let's do a TVL of 1 million minimum, so we know we're getting into a safe pool. Okay, here we go. Safe pool. Sol and Neon, 426%. All right, let's hope and pray that Neon is in here. Ooh, it is. Okay. All right, Neon. Okay, see now here we go. Here is a perfect example of why this tool is powerful. Neon is in here, but look at this. Neon and Sol only have a 28% correlation with each other. So if you got into this pool, depending on your timing, you could experience divergence loss a good bit. But over time, you might be fine. But, you know, if you got a time in and out, you got to understand that. How about Sol and Pith? By the way, this is one I've just recently gotten in. So let me just quickly see if Pith is in here. And by the way, for anyone watching this, Pith is like the chain link of the Solana blockchain. So Pith and Sol. Okay, look, I got into that one. The correlation actually isn't that good right now. So, all else being equal, you are looking for highly correlated pairs if you want to maximize your returns. Keep this in mind, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this, and you know, as usual, get in touch with me, and if you have any questions and stuff, and you know, let's communicate in this group. All right, thanks, guys.